If you've been watching the channel for really not even that long, like literally the past couple months, you know that I am a pretty big fan of MiSide, and I have also made a couple videos about some events and merchandise regarding MiSide as well, because there hasn't been too much, but luckily there is another update. It seems like there was some event. Unfortunately, this was not in the US, but luckily they do have a website where you can purchase some of the merchandise from it, and some of it is pretty interesting stuff. I know this is Google translated, so if there are some errors, this is Google translated from Japanese to English. Mail order sale start. I don't know what that means. Today's online sale begin. Basically, there's an online store where you can buy things at, and here's their little post. We'll look at all the things on the store in a minute. It definitely seems like a lot of pretty excited people. They made another post as well, specifically talking about the acrylic picture frames or something. We'll look more at those later. Before I really dive deep into what this website is all about, I've never heard of this website before. It's called Booth, I guess. It has a more specific name, but don't worry, from my very brief research, this seems to be an actual company that sells video games, and maybe even like a publisher or something. This is not like some sketchy DDLC plush.com type stuff where they're actually just trying to scam you. And we can also tell by the large number of likes and engagement that these posts got that these are probably real, and this is also from the official MiSide Japan Twitter. Now, there's quite a few things I want to bring up in this video, because this isn't like buying something from Good Smile Company. This is a bit weird. This is a Japan website, so all this stuff on here is actually only for Japan, but luckily it seems like they have some integrated global shipping service. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know exactly what they call it, but it's literally where you buy things and they ship it to a warehouse in Japan, and then the warehouse ships it to you. But they seem to have pretty like standard things. These are pins. Wait a minute, this isn't even from MiSide, bro. Why am I looking at this? Okay, here are the MiSide pins. I don't know what I was looking at before. It seems like we have the 6 more normal looking characters. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if I want to wear like creepy Mita on my shirt. That's gonna be kind of a bit scary looking at. Just like how I wouldn't want to buy a plushie of Sayori hanging around. I don't think anyone's gonna want to buy like a pretty graphic Mita blanket, bro. Clearly seem to be going with like more of the cute or meme aesthetic with freaking Mita who just woke up out of bed, bro. This next item appears to be picture frames, maybe acrylic things. I don't know exactly how much they are. It says 1,000 yen. We can actually tell if we go add to buy cart. Okay, so it's actually $6, which I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of shipping fees and like import stuff and all that crap added onto it. So what might be $6.86 is actually probably gonna be like freaking 20 bucks by the time you get done with this. And while I do like these artwork things, again, they look like picture frames to me. I don't know what else they could possibly be. I don't know what this description is. It looks super short. Actually, we'll just Google translate it, bro. MiSide picture frame magnet. Okay, so these are magnets. All right, that makes sense. I guess that makes sense why it's only like $6. If it was a giant like 12-inch by 12-inch picture frame, I think $6 would have been a bit cheap. But I really like the artwork. You know, we got my favorite character Cappy over here is just like cool Mita, or maybe that's just a normal one. And then Sleepy Mita, which seems to be a fan favorite by reading the comments. You guys seem to be going crazy over her. I actually did a little bit of research into these. These are actually, what do they call them, bro? These are noodle stoppers, which if you don't know what those are, I don't blame you. They're pretty like otaku anime type stuff. They're basically like these little anime figure doohickey things that you set on top of your ramen, and it's supposed to keep the lid shut. I feel like that's a bit unnecessary because you could just literally use a fork. Honestly, I think they're more of like a collectible thing than like actually using that. But these look quite a bit different than what the editor is showing on screen. These look like cardboard cutouts. So I don't know if this is a mistranslation. This description right here translates exactly to this is a noodle stopper from MiSide. But strange appearance aside, it seems to be a cardboard cutout that you probably set on something. It's just, honestly, it's probably more of a standee. So I don't know why they're trying to call it a noodle stopper when they could have just called it a cardboard standee, or maybe it's even acrylic. We don't really know for sure because, again, the description just says this is a noodle stopper. And just like the other ones, they have different designs. This is just the normal default Mita. They have some cool effects on it as well, like the logo, and they even have little Mita. I can't remember what they called her. I think this one's also a pretty neat one. If 1,000 yen was like $6.50, this is probably like 12 bucks then. Another strange one that I don't really quite get. This one is a cable bite. You can literally tell by looking at this picture. And I'm sure the editor is putting a picture of what a cable bite is supposed to be. It's literally just one of those little rubber things that your phone charger goes through. I don't know how this thing is supposed to be that. I'm a bit confused on what this is even supposed to be, because literally to me it just looks like a sticker. Unless if I'm just not seeing it right, I don't see any phone charger anywhere. I literally don't know what this is supposed to be. If you order this and you get something completely random, it's not my fault, bro. This one a bit less confusing. This one's just like some Rubik's puzzle cube looking thing. It has all the different mitas on them, and then you put them together to make a cube looking thing, like some Fortnite Kevin cube looking thing out there on it. Who remembers Fortnite like season 5? But anyways, getting distracted. Literally just a keychain with a cube. Here's the one that I am the most hyped for, is the acrylic picture frames or stands. Sorry, this is an acrylic block from MiSide. I've seen these quite often in anime merchandise. I think Doki Doki even had some of these. These are the most expensive ones so far. I checked, they're like $30, which even $30 I thought would have been cheaper, bro. I see some of these like acrylic things going for hundreds of dollars. I don't know who's paying that much money for this, bro. I think this one's my favorite, even though I got some like kind of hard feelings towards this character because she's evil and everything. But I think the whole like glass looking thing where she's like putting her hands on the glass like she's trying to escape, like she's actually real. It's kind of a cool, neat detail. I know a lot of artists do stuff like that. And here's Cappy, cool Mita. I forgot who this is. This is like Nerd Mita, Mini Mita. I'm just guessing their names, bro. This is like trying to name Hatsune Miku figures, bro. Like Snow Mita, Summer Mita, Racing Mika. It's like, why do they have so many, bro? All right, few things. First off, I think I missed a few things, so I'm gonna cover those. Second off, for anybody who's interested, I did a little bit of more verification to see if this is a legit website. And these things that they're selling are actually real. Once again, they are from an event from Japan. So Booth is actually kind of just like an open market where people can sell fan-made things, kind of like Redbubble and all that crap. But the people selling this seem to be the official developers. At least I don't know why an official Twitter account would be advertising a fake fan account. So yeah, from what I can tell, this is real. And I did indeed buy some things from Bai since I live in the US. And they said they purchased them. I'm still waiting for them to actually arrive. And 3, do not look up MiSide Booth and click on the first one. Brother, I thought this was the actual website where you find all of like the real stuff. But I don't even know if I can show this on YouTube, bro. What do I got blasted with? Yeah, I don't even know what this is. I don't want no one to see that, bro. It's actually on my history, bro. Brother, it's already on my history. How do I get rid of this stuff? I know I talked about the noodle stopper and I said they look pretty similar to like a acrylic standee, and they do have actual standees, so that's pretty nice to know. They have a more wide selection, so your pretty iconic characters like Cappy and all the rest of them. So that's pretty nice. Like your standard stuff, you can take them apart and put them on like the stand and put them like, I don't know, on your shelf or your desk or whatever. But overall, in my opinion, I think this is a pretty solid lineup of merchandise for a video game. You got like your basic badges, and there are some pretty interesting stuff. Like I haven't really seen magnets that are like picture frames, and these like acrylic block things are also pretty interesting. I'm glad they're not like $10 million, like actually investing in Nvidia type stuff right here, even though I'm sure all this stuff is going to be super expensive. I mean, when you look at eBay, people are already trying to resell this stuff. It's pretty crazy. Just investing in this stuff, forget AI stock and all that crap.